Hey guys, it's Dawn again coming at you from my kitchen table here in Texas. Hey y'all, I messed up and I owe you an apology. I was supposed to do this video weeks ago. I just got distracted and Father reminded me of it and I needed to get it done. This is a serious dream. I guess all of them have been pretty serious, but they're getting even more serious about what's coming. Father gave me this dream about four weeks ago, and it's hard to fathom. But in this dream, I was in the U.S. and I was standing on a street, and it was nighttime. And there was a street, and I was on the opposite sidewalk watching all this take place. Across the street, on the opposite sidewalk, was a blue United States postal box. In the U.S., we have these postal boxes everywhere where you can mail your parcels, you can mail your letters, and the postman comes a scheduled time every day to pick up the mail and take it to the post office. So we have these blue U.S. Postal Service mailboxes all around the U.S., located, here and there. And I do believe every single one is underneath a light post. It is illuminated, I do believe. This evening, when I was standing across the street on the opposite sidewalk from this U.S. postal box, there were two men, tall, lanky, black jeans, black, thick coats with fur around the collars, like a hood, and they had a crate that they had pulled with them, and they were putting 5 bombs in these postal boxes. In this postal box, 5 bombs in this box. And I'm sitting there screaming on the inside going, stop, don't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And they're putting these bombs, they're very carefully, gingerly putting these bombs. This is huge. 5 bombs in this little bitty post office box. But here's the key, here's the kicker. They were putting these in the postal boxes, and then one guy shut the door and turned the lock. So he had a key to the postal box. And one guy ran away, the other guy ran across the street to me. And he goes, "This is Ezekiel 38. This is Ezekiel 38. And I went, oh, Lord, and I almost fainted. I couldn't catch my breath, and it was just like, you can't do this. And it was just, oh my gosh, 5 bombs in this postal box, and it's going to happen around the nation. Oh my gosh! So the guy who said this is Ezekiel 38, when he ran off, this newspaper comes flying at me like this. Kind of flutter in the air, and it came up and came in my face like this, and it said 3 nukes in 1. 3 nukes in 1. And it was the headline of a newspaper. 3 nukes in 1. And I went, oh. I want to vomit. I got chills just restating it. But 3 nukes in 1. So that is the dream that Father gave me to warn the people that this is coming. What does it mean for you? I know what it meant for me. Guys, you need to take this to the throne. You need to take this to Father so you will be vigilant. You will be so focused and vigilant on our Father, on our Creator. You have got to get your eyes on Him, because the safest place to be is in the middle of His will. You can't run from the end times. If you are still here, you're called to be here. And you can't run from this. Everybody has their own purpose and destiny. We all want to end up with the Creator when we die. We all think we're right. The best thing to do is get to know Him, not of Him, but know Him. Ask Him who He really is. Stop asking Him what He can do for you and ask Him what you can do for Him. Everybody's always saying, oh, God is so faithful to me. God did this for me. God showed up for me in this big way. But what about what you can do for Him? Stop using Him like a servant. We're supposed to be His servants. Yes, He wants to bless us. We are His children. But did you ever think that when you see the kids in your life and all they want to do is take, and you realize when they get older, they really don't know who you are? You have no connection. You just know, oh yeah, that's the adult in my life, that's the kid in my life, but you don't really connect in who they are. Do not allow that to happen with our Creator. Seek Him with everything you have, because we are literally running out of time. Your free will can decide, will lead to which church it talks about in Revelation. You have free will. Seek Him. Ask Him what you can do for Him. Ask Him how you can love Him and love His people. Get to know Him. And if He says, I want you to do this, are you willing to sacrifice time with your family to do that? Specific holidays with your family to do that? Or is your family an idol? You say, oh, I want to love Him. Oh, I just want to be obedient. That's all I want. But then your fruit says something else. People, we are running out of time. This is huge. Father has shown me that a nuke is going to go off, and it's going to be so strong that it's going to be like 3 nukes in one. This is serious. Do not walk in fear. He has not given the spirit of fear, so you know it's a demonic spirit. Do not allow that to come in to penetrate your heart, mind, and soul. If it starts to come in, verbally say, Yeshua, take it. Yeshua, take it. I will not. Yeshua, take it. Start praising. Bathe your brain in the scriptures. Just start reading the Psalms, the Proverbs. Just open up the Word of God and bathe your brain in the scriptures. And keep your blinders on Him. 3 nukes in one. Now, just because we are keeping our eyes on Him doesn't mean He's not going to ask us to prepare. We can prepare in a reaction of fear, or we can prepare out of obedience because He's going to use us. That is what this house is doing. This is what I'm still doing. You can probably see in the camera, I just got through canning some chicken. We've got to prepare out of obedience. As Noah prepared, as Joseph prepared for the 7 years of famine. So people, please share this. My videos are not monetized. I don't have anything. I don't monetize my videos. So I benefit nothing if you share the videos monetarily, but I do benefit knowing that the word is getting out, that there are going to be 5 bombs placed in U.S. postal boxes during a winter time. I don't know if it's this year, I don't know if it's next year, I don't know, but it's going to happen. We can petition things. We can petition Jehovah things and ask Him to relent. I've done that before. And he has heard my cries. If you remember the video where I was screaming, we're not ready, we're not ready, we're not ready, when Father woke me up and he said, in 4 days there will be an earthquake that causes a tsunami, a mechanical storm is coming. It turned out to be a solar storm that he called some of his children to petition to stop it. We have all got to humble ourselves. We have got to get back to Father's ways and doings. We have walked away from Jehovah's laws, his life instructions, and we're walking according to the dictates of our own filthy, wicked hearts. I'm going to do it my way, even though it has peppers, little flakes of what you have, Father. Do not ask him to assimilate to your life. You surrender all and assimilate to his way of life. You have a choice. You have a choice. And I'm going to share something personal with you about my dad. You know, he passed away in 2019, and I went to share with him the message of our belief in an open and loving way and not forcing it on him, because that's not love, to cram it down somebody's throat, just to live it and answer questions if they have. But in times of the end, when you think that they're coming to the end of their life, to lovingly bring it up and say, hey, have you considered this? Would you consider this? I did that with my dad, talking about the Greek Jesus compared to the Hebrew Yeshua, talking about hyper grace compared to the covenant marriage of the Lamb, comparing the two. I gave him a couple of books, and he read them. Talked to him a couple weeks later, sitting in his den. He was in his recliner, and I was sitting at the end of the couch near his recliner. And I said, Daddy, were you able to read those books? And he said, yes, sweetheart, I did. And I said, what do you think? And he said, your way is not the only way. How can hundreds of generations before us be wrong? And I said, but you saw it. You see the difference. And he said, yes. And then he died a horrible death. And in Hebrews 10 it says, he who rejects Moses' Torah dies without mercy. I saw that. I heard that. Well, 3 months after my dad passed away, I woke up at 3-something a.m. in the morning, and I was just missing my dad. The one who gave me a legacy and a last name and love, who adopted me and gave me an identity. I was missing my dad. And I was searching the scriptures for comfort. And I hear Jeremiah 22, 9 through 11. Jeremiah 22, 9 through 11. It's like, okay. And it says, do not cry nor bemoan him, for he rejected my covenant. We serve a holy Father. And when he invites you and shows you the covenant to marry his son, by keeping the front part of the book validated by his son's blood in the back of the book, when you reject him, he will reject you. And I basically got a spanking from heaven, from Father, saying, do not cry for him or bemoan him. He rejected my covenant. Y'all, that's serious. You do not want that to happen to you. And you've been given warnings. So, Father, I just ask that whoever watches this, that this gets shared, and that people are moved just to seek you, just to ask you who you really are. People, I pray that you share this video. Don't worry about their reaction. Don't worry about how they're going to respond. Do it because you love them, and leave the results up to Father. And I think that's it. Thank you guys. We love you guys very much. Thanks for listening. And the best thing you can do for me, seek our Father with your heart, mind, and soul. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.